What's up, you guys? If you guys don't know who the characters are behind me, it is Phoenix. I think you can consider him Phoenix. Could have been Zeratul, but I'm pretty sure it's Phoenix from Protoss. We have Kerrigan from the Zerg. We'll say Zoids from the Zergs. Imagine Zoids. And we also have over here Jim Raynor from Terrans. They are StarCraft characters. Now, why I have them behind me today? Because I want to talk about something really quick. I just thought about. Let's pop a quick one here, and let's get started. All right, so as you guys know, Microsoft has bought out, and you've probably seen multiple content creators talking about this already. Osmond Gold, Tim the Tatman. I follow them too, and I watch them as well. But the reason why I'm trying to chip into this because I have an idea. I don't know if either of them really talked about. I have an idea of what Microsoft could do with this, and what it really could mean to like the Xbox community. Let's first dive into the obvious. We'll dive into the obvious very first. We know that a lot of people are wondering if Call of Duty is going to become an exclusive for Xbox. The answer is no. It's not. As Phil Spencer, head over at Microsoft Gaming, already stated, straightforward, said that while many of these titles are going to become an exclusive for Xbox, some of these titles will remain cross-play or cross-platform. And he was issuing a fan specifically talking about Call of Duty. I do believe that these very few titles will remain cross-play. Is going to be Call of Duty. Call of Duty is going to be one of them. That's not going to become an Xbox exclusive. So all you PlayStation fans who are really worried, don't be. Plus, I do believe Sony had to deal with Activision before this purchase happened, and Sony's trying to hold Microsoft to that. Although I do personally think that they really can't do anything about it, as it's a new owner, new rules, they need a new contract, and need a lot of new things to go through with the current new owner. But I think Microsoft is still going to hold true to that contract regardless. I keep touching my desk, which makes my cam bounce around, but the whole deal with Sony losing Call of Duty is not happening. I do 100% believe that they're going to keep Call of Duty. Call of Duty is not going to leave them. Just the money of all earnings that come from the game will be going to Microsoft, and Microsoft will be over taking care of what's being done with the game from here on out. Of course, Microsoft did come out and said, in the current state of things, they're letting Blizzard and Activision still function for now. And then when the deal fully closes, when the deal finally get the little stamp said it is covered and whatever, Microsoft then will be dipping their toes into the development. So at the very, very second, Activision and Blizzard still have a little reign over the games in the current. Which actually, I think the deal already closed. I don't know. The deal could have still be going on. That's not the point of the video. The point of this video is I have an idea that I think Microsoft really considered already, but no content creator is talking about it. At least I haven't seen a content creator really talk about this very specific thing. Okay, so it's my idea, after watching these content creators talk about their ideas and their thoughts on it, and it's kind of like my turn to kind of like a little bit reflect on the whole Microsoft, Blizzard, Activision deal. As you guys may or may not know, I was as a kid growing up, I played a lot of computer games. I was a big PC gamer, big MMO player. Played a lot of MMOs, like tons of MMOs. And by the time I touched WoW, it didn't intrigue me at all. I was not interested in WoW whatsoever. It's just one of those MMOs. It didn't interest me at all. And it's mostly because, like I said, by the time I got to WoW, I already touched everything that WoW has. I touched DSI Online, which it has. You fight monsters, you get loot, you can enchant your loot, you can fight monsters, fight bigger herds of monsters, you can kite, you can do all that stuff. You have Night Online, which you have different races. You had orcs, you had humans at war with each other. And then by the time I got to, I played games like EverQuest, RuneScape, Wells of Souls, Silk Road. I've played many MMOs, many. Like I can't even count them all. It's insane how much I played. And by the time I actually touched WoW, WoW was just not interesting. It wasn't. Like 100% not interesting. And I understand that a lot of people like WoW. I know that has a big fan base. And a lot of people say, oh, it's the first MMO or big MMO, which is incorrect. But I get it. WoW has a big fan base. And I myself don't have any plans to play WoW except for one thing. Now, remember, the whole point of this video is about to go into this one thing, and if this thing were to happen, I said to my friend, I'll give WoW another chance. Like, I played WoW, didn't like it. But so my idea is that, and I know that this is part of the deal that Microsoft's aiming for. They don't put a lot of the new stuff they're getting onto their Game Pass. But my idea is eventually removing Battle.net. Now, Battle.net is, if you don't know what Battle.net is, because it's actually a PC game client. It's not like Xbox had the Xbox Microsoft. I'm mixing Minecraft and Microsoft together to get a Microcraft. Xbox has Microsoft Store. Xbox has their PlayStation Store of some sort. Nintendo has their own little store. Well, in a way, PC doesn't have that. PC never had something like that. So what they have is multiple different companies releasing their client window for their games. The Battle.net was the client window for Blizzard. You have Epic Games Launcher, client launcher, as the Epic Games Store for the PC. You have Steam, you got Origin, you have many other, Ubisoft has their own, yada yada yada. Basically, my idea is remove Battle.net. Now, a lot of people grew on Battle.net. A lot of people love Battle.net. A lot of people's logins are on Battle.net. A lot of their progress are saved to Battle.net, and nobody really wants to lose their Battle.net. But this is how the approach I would do with it. This is my idea. Make it a 1-year timestamp. They have 1 year to do this. They can log in to Battle.net, go to the account, connect the accounts. I don't think they have this yet. Connect accounts, and then connect their Microsoft account to their Battle.net account. They have 1 year to do this. Simple login and connect your Microsoft account. Simple, 1 year. And then your Microsoft has all of your Microsoft account is synced. So your Microsoft account now has all of your progress you have made on WoW, you have made on StarCraft, you have made on Overwatch, all that stuff. I know. Overwatch, and I think Overwatch has it already. Like you can sync your Overwatch and get your progress you have made on your PC. Like that's already established. So in a sense, you just do that. Battle.net connect your Battle.net to your Microsoft. If they haven't done it yet, they need to do that. Give a year window to do so, for fans to be able to do that. And it will make a virtual connection to all of your progress you have made on the PC onto your Xbox. Okay, so now you can log onto your Xbox, and you can have your StarCraft progress, your Overwatch progress, your World of Warcraft progress. Wait, World of Warcraft on Xbox? Yes. So the idea is to eventually make it where when you pay for your Game Pass, when you pay for Xbox Game Pass, it includes your World of Warcraft subscription. It includes the base cost of the game, because you know how Game Pass is special. Game Pass gives you the game for a monthly subscription. Do that with WoW. Just give the game to the players with a monthly subscription and include their monthly subscription inside of the Game Pass. It's very easy to do. Like they would pay $15 a month for the Game Pass Ultimate, I think they call it. If you're paying for Game Pass Ultimate, you should get World of Warcraft included as well as subscription. Like hands down, done over with. And the Xbox players and PC players can now play together. It's kind of like the idea. Okay, so when you pay for your Game Pass, you're paying for already the full game of. You're paying for the base game of World of Warcraft and its subscription every time you pay that monthly fee. So you, as an Xbox player, you can play World of Warcraft now. That's generally the idea. And now Xbox and PC can play together. And what about the expansions? You know how Final Fantasy 14 expansion sells really great. A lot of people are looking forward to that next expansion. But WoW's expansions, people kind of, yikes, there's another expansion coming. Yikes, I don't know if I want to get that expansion or not. These Shadowlands didn't go well. No, just kidding. I think Shadowlands was one of the more successful ones, and it was like, no, I don't know. It might have been Shadowlands, or Wrath of the Witch King was a lot of people's favorite. I know that because I watched Osmond Gold. He talks about it. He likes Wrath of the Witch King. Lich King. And then I think Shadowlands was the questionable one. It's something like that, I don't play WoW. I told you guys this already. I don't play WoW, but I know that WoW doesn't have good expansions. At least not the recent ones were good, and then the rating got messed up, and there's other things wrong with the game that they need to take care of. But y'all know it won't be done tomorrow. It won't be done a week from now. It'll be done maybe 2-3 years. Yeah, they have to give them time to own the game, find what's wrong with the game, come up with a solution to fix the game, and make it presentable. So it might be like a 2 or 3 year process to find several of these big problems with the game. So if what they should do is they should put World of Warcraft on Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, right? You pay that $15 a month to own that Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. You get the game included, and you get your subscriptions included within that Ultimate Game Pass, the Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. Because you're paying $15 a month, the same price tag you would be paying for WoW subscription. Same price. Except for it's included game, so instead of buying the base game at a separate price, it includes it just like any other Game Pass game would do. I don't know how much it costs. I'd say about $20, $10, $20 for the base game of World of Warcraft, I imagine. Probably nothing too crazy, 15, 20, it's around there. But just include that into the Game Pass Ultimate. Just throw it in there. So you get the base game and the subscription covered with one payment of the Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. And as you know, Xbox Game Pass Ultimate is on PC and it is on Xbox already. So there's the bridge that connects Xbox and PC gamers to play together. And it's just so simple, all right? Now about the expansions. We know the expansions can be $30, $40, $50, $60, 60 brand new big giant expansion or something like that. Honestly, Xbox is not known for selling expansions. It's not like PC. But you also can't just like give the expansions away for free, as it costs a lot of time and money to make. But you also can't just give it away for free on Xbox and then make the PC players pay for their expansion. That wouldn't be very fair. The overall solution you can do with this issue is sell the expansion still, but at a lower cost, and make it count more like a DLC. Like if you want to get more with your money, you can get the expansions or the DLCs at a lower cost since you're already paying for the game. Like make it optional. Obviously, you don't have to have this stuff. It'd be treated like a DLC, really. $10, $15, $20 per sell. Not this crazy 30, 40, 50, 60 amount. Just some lower grade sell costs. Sell for a lower grade, but make it available for both Xbox and PC and treat it as a DLC. That'd be the best approach to make for the expansions. But the base game and the subscription included in the Game Pass Ultimate. Now, I would pay $15 a month. I would pay $15 a month to get all the benefits of having Game Pass, Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. I would pay that. It's not that bad. But I'll definitely get it if it includes WoW and their subscription. So I'd be able to play as a level 0, learning throughout the ropes of early World of Warcraft, learning the game, and deciding if I want to get an expansion. $10, $15, $20 for the next expansion, sure. I get that. I'm still enjoying the game. I can go and get the next expansion if I really want it. Treat it as, like I said before, treat it as a DLC. Don't make it too expensive. Just make it makes it accessible. That's the main thing. Make it accessible so players can get their hands on it. And if you make them both through the same thing, if both players are coming from Xbox Game Pass, right? If both come from Xbox Game Pass, it brings value to the Xbox Game Pass, and it makes it Xbox and PC players able to play with each other's. This is the best thing you can do with World of Warcraft. 100%. The best thing you can do with it. And I said for expire Battle.net, but give like a year time before you expire it. Give them 1 year window for all past players to be able to link their Microsoft account to their account, so that they have a way to have all the progress that they spent. Dude, can you imagine being like somebody like Osmond Gold who spent like 20 years playing this game and then suddenly lose all your progress because a new company buy out? He's not going to play this game anymore. He's not coming back to this game. Your boy Osmond Gold is taking a break for a while. He ain't coming back. No, he'd be playing Final Fantasy and New World. He said, I ain't coming back to that game. That game is gone. But then actually, I think I seen him say it in the video one time. I think I did see him say in the video one time that if he had to start over, he would start over. I think I heard him say that once. He has a lot of passion and history with it, so I don't know. I guess he could come back. But it's still nonetheless not a good idea to race everybody's progress, race everybody's hard work, race everybody's years spent into their accounts over a company buying it out. So given this 1 year window to link your Battle.net and your Microsoft together so that your progress is permanently saved on the Xbox Game Pass with your account, your Microsoft account, I 100% support that. Plus, you could do some progress on your PC, take a break, go to your laptop or your Xbox, and continue that progress from the other device, essentially. I support that 100%. And that's the way it should be, honestly. And then just remove Battle.net altogether so another login won't be essential to memorize, and just make it their Microsoft. I mean, if you really like your login for your Battle.net, make that your Microsoft login. As simple as that. I understand that some people already has Microsoft accounts before getting a Battle.net account, or they got Battle.net account, then they went and got a Microsoft account, and credentials were different. So you might have to memorize a different password regardless. But this is the idea. It's basically utilize the Battle.net for Warcraft 100%. World of Warcraft 100% Battle.net. Used it. Oh my god, I said Battle.net 100% Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. It was Battle.net. Let's make the. And I know that Ultimate Gold already said he does not want to lose Battle.net. He does not want to lose it. But I personally think this is the best, most progressive way that Microsoft Xbox can use their Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. 100%. The best way they can utilize that. And I 100% would support it. And I would try out. I honestly would try out World of Warcraft if it was like that. If they said, hey, look, pay $15 a month and you get the base game and your subscription is covered with the Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, I'll give World of Warcraft another chance. I would. And then make the expansions cheaper to obtain as a DLC. For sure. I'll definitely give it. In fact, it'd be cheaper and more obtainable than Final Fantasy right now. Way more obtainable than Final Fantasy is right now. They might have to do something with the servers because you can get a whole lot new Xbox players, which is great for exposure for the game. You might do something with the servers, maybe expand it a little bit. I'm not sure. As a big company that Microsoft is. God, mix my words up. As a big company that Microsoft is, they can do it. They can definitely get new servers if they really want it. I'm not worried about that at all. As a 90s kid growing up on PC, I have to say this. I love StarCraft. I mean, how many people out there actually love StarCraft? I personally think that StarCraft was amazing. Okay, I love the Protoss, love the Zerg, I love the Terrans, I love the RTS, I loved it all over. Okay, the first game was amazing. Its little expansions that they did was amazing. I got to the point to where my dad bought the big giant textbooks that tells you everything about the game, and then it tells you the little passwords at the very end. And I tried them out: Power Overwhelming, Black Sheep Wall, Show Me the Money. Very classical passwords. If you have cheat codes, if you have never cheat coded in StarCraft because you didn't know the cheat codes, Power Overwhelming, Show Me the Money, and Black Sheep Wall. There you go. Try those three out. I loved StarCraft, and like I said, this is the '90s. I remember those cheat codes. It's the '90s, That's like 2 decades, almost 2 decades ago. Because 2 decades ago would be 1992, and the game came out in 1996, 1998, late '90s. So it's been almost 2 decades ago, and I'm still memorizing their cheat codes. It's amazing. But StarCraft, I love StarCraft. I personally thought it always should have been a movie. I personally felt like StarCraft would have been an amazing movie if done right. I also feel like StarCraft 2 was not its best take on the game. It felt too colorful. StarCraft 1 was very gritty. Like, it had blood splashes. It had like the grayer, like tough looking metal for buildings. It had that more gritty look, and it felt more realistic. And then you go to the new game, it's very bright, very colorful. Everything's really curved looking, like the buildings are super curved looking. It's too pretty. It felt like it was not StarCraft. It felt like it was like a mock-off. It felt like it was a mock-off. Yes, the graphics were nice. I'm not bashing the graphics. Graphics did look nice, but it felt too pretty for the game that it was. So moving forward with StarCraft, I personally think that StarCraft should be included in the Game Pass, but not just the Game Pass Ultimate, the base Game Pass. I mean, the regular Game Pass. The $10 one, $10 bucks a month. Just throw StarCraft in there. just bring value to even the base Game Pass. Make both games available. If you're paying $10 a month, $15 a month, regardless, you have both games. You can play both. And if you have progress on both games, you obviously synced your Battle.net with your Microsoft, and you got that progress you have made on the other on your PC moved over to your Xbox just like that. And I think that'd be a good way to do that too. I don't think you would have any Xbox progress at all. You shouldn't have any Xbox progress at all with Warcraft or World of Warcraft or StarCraft. So my thoughts on that is you wouldn't be overriding any information at all on those past accounts, because they wouldn't have information on those games at all to begin with. Overwatch would had progress. So I think with this being said, you would have to log into the game, and it would prompt you, rather you logged into it with the PC or logged into it with the Xbox, you log into the game and the game would prompt you, said, would you rather keep your saved files from your Xbox or your saved files from your PC? As moving forward, which of these two versions do you want to be your main account? Because when you choose one of these two, the other one will be erased forever. So you basically will choose which progress you like better, and then rather you're on PC or on Xbox, that progress is exactly the same. So for example, you got level 20 on, what's it, Soldier 76 or whatever it is, 67, 76? Let's say, yeah, I think it was 76. Let's say you got level 20 with Soldier 76 and level 4 with Mercy on your PC. And then on your Xbox, you cranked a lot with Mercy. You got 27 on Mercy. You were crazy. But you also got like 6 to 7 other heroes to level 4 or level 5. You played them a little bit. You understood the game a little bit with your Xbox. When you log into, rather you're on your PC or Xbox, and you synced it, now it prompts the question when you log back in, regardless of which password you logged on with, it asks you, well, which progress do you really want to keep? Do you want to keep your PC or your Xbox? And as an individual, you should already know which one you cranked more with. In this case, this person who logged in on the PC, probably the first time playing Overwatch on PC, realizes the accident, you want to play your PC or Xbox version, they probably choose their Xbox as that was their main game, right? We'll say they chose that for the first time ever. They chose their Xbox because their main game was on. And so now their PC version and their Xbox version are both exactly synced, exactly the same. So where you get level 28 with Mercy on your PC and you hop on your Mercy on your Xbox. Well, last time I left my Xbox, she was 27, now she's 28. It's because they're synced. You know what I'm saying? They should just sync the counts just like that. Give players 1 year. Give players 1 year, just 1 year window to sync their Battle.net with their Microsoft. Sync the Battle.net with their Microsoft, and that includes their Activision progress too. If Call of Duty, you got Warzone, you got Vanguard, you have other Call of Duty games, Modern Warfare. What was that last one? Cold War. Yes, those are all in the Battle.net also. Last I checked, they're probably still there. I doubt they removed them. All that progress too gets moved over to your console as well. And if, like I said, for you had a Warzone progress on your Xbox, Warzone progress on your PC, Battle.net, and you sync them to, next time you log into your account, rather than PC or Xbox, you got that one prompt up say which one you rather have, your Xbox or your PC progress. And with that being said, you choose one or the other, and you just literally just continue that account. Whichever you felt like you had most progress with, you keep that account's progress. And it'd be that case on PC or Xbox, regardless what platform you play on. I think that's the best way you can handle that situation. Because if you were to say, oh, combine the two progresses, well, some guns got really far, some guns got really low, and it'd be weird and glitchy if something doesn't match out right. This is how I see it. Let's see here, Skylanders. We know that Activision owns Skylanders. Activision owns Spyro, Crash Bandicoot. So all those three games, just make them Xbox Game Pass, Xbox Game Pass. In fact, you could just do that with Overwatch. Do that with Overwatch, Spyro. Now, with Overwatch, isn't Overwatch also on PlayStation and Nintendo? Or that's Paladins I'm thinking of. I think Paladins are on Nintendo Switch. They're for sure on the Switch. I don't know if Paladins are on the PlayStation or not. It is, isn't it? I think it is. I think Paladins is on the PlayStation because I think I have run into a PlayStation player before. I know on PC and Xbox you can play together because I play with my community sometimes. So, wow, that's confusing. I don't know how they do with Paladins. Paladins is a high rise, or some people say high res. I like high rise. High rise sounds so much better. I know it's a high rise game, but Overwatch is pretty much like high rise, vice versa, because Overwatch came out first, I do believe, and Paladins is a mock off. In case you guys wondering, I'm just messing with this. This is a paperweight, and then this is a bottom of a mouse that I have. And this paperweight is often used for, like, let's say if you want to stay in the game but don't want to log out because you run to the bathroom or something like that, but you want to grab a drink or food on the way back, I guess. You got like 5 minutes, and then suddenly you're kicked out for inactivity. You normally would have this paperweight to hold down your paper, but some people use it to hold down a key, like W for running, or you got a really long walk. You got fucking travel across half the map. Drop this on there, drop this fat boy on top of that W, go do your thing, come back, remove it, play your game. That's what I have. That's what I'm playing with. I'm playing with the magnet off of my mouse and the metal. It's kind of random, I know. That's what I'm playing with. It helps me think. I think that's really what I want to talk about. My idea really is just throw Warcraft onto the Game Pass. Game Pass Ultimate, not Game Pass Normal. Game Pass Ultimate. If you're paying for Game Pass Ultimate, $15 a month, you should get World of Warcraft included. You should get World of Warcraft base game included in the subscription. And Xbox players and PC players are able to play together. And give the players a 1 year window. Just a 1 year window. That's it, Microsoft. Just do 1 year window. They got 12 months to just log into the Battle.net on the computer, phone, laptop, MacBook, whatever. Log into the Battle.net, and then with traditional email password, log in sign their Xbox account to their Battle.net, so that their progress from the Battle.net can get moved over to their Xbox. That's it. Remove Battle.net, right? They have their Xbox now. Their Xbox account can now play with other Xbox accounts via Xbox console or Microsoft Windows. They can play together. Pay $15 a month. Got the base game and subscription included, hands down. And for the DLCs, or actually expansions, turn them into DLCs instead of expansions. So of course you get the expansions. They're still expansions. They're still the same thing, but just call them DLCs and make them cheaper. And make them obviously it's gonna be optional. You don't have to have those. If you want to advance further in the story, get better loot and that kind of stuff, well, of course you probably want to pay for that expansion so you can explore that side of the game. But you shouldn't force somebody have to have the expansions. If you're not going to give the expansions for free included, if you're not giving all the expansions included inside the Game Pass, sell them as DLCs. Sell them for like I said, for the $20, $30 games, DLCs, you can sell them for like 10. The 40, 45 DLCs, those more mediocre ones, something like for 15, and like the $60 really big brand new ones, some for like $20 or something like that. Some at much less price tag, so it'd be more accessible. Make it more accessible, make them cheaper, make players desire to play World of Warcraft, and over time fix the game. That's what I would do with World of Warcraft. Make it accessible, cheaper, and desirable. That's the only way you really can do it with World of Warcraft at this point in time. Like I said, if it goes to Game Pass, like the way I said it, set up just like that, if it go to Game Pass and do that, I'll give World of Warcraft another chance, hands down. As it is right now, I'm not going to play World of Warcraft. That's just how it is. I played RuneScape. I still play RuneScape. Play old school RuneScape because I loved it as a middle schooler. And I will give a classic WoW and new WoW all the chance if it goes to Game Pass. That's essentially it. I'm mainly a PC kid. Been a PC kid growing up. Play mini consoles. I'm not a PC kid who never touched consoles. I touch consoles. As a kid, I played Sega Genesis, NES, SNES, the Atari even at some point in time. PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, Xbox, original Xbox, the 360, the One, Xbox Series S. I've touched many consoles, and then it comes down to Nintendo, NES, SNES, 64, the GameCube, the Wii, the Wii U, the 2DS, which parents should say the 3DS, but without the 3D function, Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, Switch Lite, and Switch, I basically played all of the Nintendos. I could think I've touched every Nintendo. I haven't touched one Sega. There's only one Sega I have not touched, and that's Saturn. I played the Dreamcast. I played Fantasy Star, the original Fantasy Star Online, on the Sega Dreamcast. Yes, it was called the first console online game, which is pretty cool. I played Fantasy Star Online on Sega Dreamcast. Played Sega Genesis. Didn't play Saturn, like I said. I think that's basically all the Segas. PS1, PS2. Did touch 3, 4, 5. Wasn't really a Sony player, but I loved 1 and 2. Loved 1 and 2. 1 and 2 were amazing. Just didn't invest into 3, 4, or 5 after I got out of school. It's just how it was, mate. I think that's about it. I played other than that, I was a PC kid. I really was just a PC kid. I touched console, but man, it was PC. I also played the PSP and the SP, PS, Nintendo Game Boy SP. SP is called SP. And as far as PC games go, I play a shit ton of PC games. Civilization, Age of Empires, StarCraft, World Warcraft. Even I didn't really like it. Silk Road Online, Kung Fu Online, just a different version of Kung Fu Online. 2 different Kung Fu games. It was weird. Dynasty Warriors on the console, but I also played the Three Kingdoms. I played many PC games. A lot of PC games. A lot of MMOs. That's just all I can say. A lot of them. That's why I wasn't interested in WoW at all when it came out. It felt like any other game. If you're me in the 90s growing up early 2000s and up to today, you have experience EverQuest, RuneScape, Minecraft, Halo, Fortnite, and many other star games that came out during the primes. You experienced all of that. And you even played Modern Warfare 2. Yes, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 in its prime. That was really fun too. Halo 4 during online was actually pretty fun too. Until it became very glitchy and hard to queue up. And then obviously didn't like that much. Battlefield Heroes was amazing. I personally think that Battlefield Heroes set the tone for Fortnite later down the road. Anyways, guys, it's just my personal take on Microsoft, Blizzard, and the deals with Activision, all that together. Literally, you could just throw all their games into the Xbox Game Pass and make a couple of exceptions for a couple of them, like Call of Duty. It's just my thoughts. But Call of Duty is not going to become exclusive unless they release one game as kind of like a exclusive for Xbox. But vast majority of Call of Duty is going to be cross-platform. That's not changing. Well, guys, like, comment, subscribe. Do know. I want World of Warcraft on the Ultimate Game Pass, not regular Game Pass, Ultimate Game Pass, $15 a month, base and subscription, and then turn the expansions into like DLCs, essentially. Make Xbox, PC players play together, give them a year window to sync their Battle.net with their Microsoft so they can have all the progress they had throughout the years, so they won't lose nothing. And I said that's, and then just work on it throughout the years, fixing World of Warcraft. Talk to the fans, talk to the players, talk to the fans, talk to the players. They know best. They've been playing the game. They see what's wrong with it. Open up to their community. World of Warcraft can make a giant comeback very easily with this whole deal, but they have to do it right. They have to take the right approach. That's all I want to say. This video is kind of a vlog, I guess, kind of like thing, but not really a vlog. Me ranting a little bit and my thoughts and expectations and dreams of ideas for Microsoft to take. Best of luck, Microsoft, and welcome aboard, Blizzard.